What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Of course, firstly, Robert Lewandowski is the main priority signing for Barcelona this summer. Joan Laporta has chosen him as the marquee signing, and he is the dream signing as well. But of course, Lewandowski's future right now is in the hands of Bayern Munich. But over the past few hours, Mateu Alemany has traveled to go and sign another center back alongside Andreas Christensen, and right now that new center back signing is in advanced talks. We have no idea who it is. The only center back that has been rumored to join Barcelona over the past few days has been Lisandro Martinez. The question right now is, who is the mystery center back that Alemany is trying to sign? And with all these new players coming in, of course, players will have to leave the club this summer. We have a future update on two loanees in Antoine Griezmann and Miralem Pjanic, and also a big future update on Frenkie de Jong. And finally, contract renewal updates. Barcelona have finally announced the contract renewal of Araujo. It's signed, it's sealed, and delivered. And now the next priority for Barcelona is the renewal of Pablo Gavi. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 300 likes on this video. It'd be very much appreciated. And also make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. And the first player, of course, that we have been linked with again is Robert Lewandowski. We do have some more updates about his operation this summer. Firstly, coming in from Mundo Deportivo, they've come out saying that Barcelona want to sign a top striker and Lewandowski is the chosen one. A deal won't be easy, but not as complex as the Erling Haaland operation, and Lewandowski and Bayern Munich will meet soon. By that time, Barcelona will look to... A deal won't be easy, but not as complex as the Erling Haaland operation, but Lewandowski and Bayern Munich will meet soon, and by that time, Barcelona will look to close the CBC operation, and its possible price tag for this summer will be around 40 million euros. And then Fabrizio Romano came out with an extensive report on Lewandowski. He came out saying that Barcelona are in talks with Gavi since February. However, no opening bid has been made quite yet. First, Lewis Camp will meet with Bayern Munich. Lewa is well informed on the Barcelona interest, but Bayern Munich have his priority. Lewandowski is well informed about Barcelona's interest after talking to some former teammates and players who know Barcelona very, very well. Signing Lewandowski is a priority for Barcelona. There have been at least 2 meetings with his agent Gavi in the past few months, but no talks between Bayern Munich and Barcelona yet. Lewa wants to talk with Bayern Munich first, and he wants a 3-year contract no matter what club he joins or stays at this summer. So we're still at the same point, of course. It all depends now on Bayern Munich. If they give Lewandowski the contract that he wants, he will stay. He does have their priority. But if they don't, he will leave the club this summer. And wherever he goes, he wants a 3-year contract. I do think that Barcelona will offer him a 2-year deal plus a 1-year option to make it 3 years. But it's still going to be difficult to get him out of Bayern Munich. 40 million euros for me is a bit too much in my opinion. The max I would pay is 30 million. I think 40 million for... Of course, he's a world-class striker, but his age and, coming to the end of his career, I think 40 million, in my opinion, is a bit too much. But I do have this feeling now that Laporta will pay that if it comes down to it. But again, we'll have to wait and see. Bayern Munich do have the priority. Over the past few days, we've been hearing that Lewandowski is not too happy with Bayern Munich with the way they proposed the contract renewal, speaking in the media. And then we're hearing from Bayern Munich's side that Lewandowski will not leave this summer no matter what, if he signs a renewal or not. So we'll have to wait and see. It's still early days, but in the next week or so, there will be more meetings between Lewandowski and Bayern Munich, and by then we'll get a definitive answer whether or not he will leave the club or not, with Barcelona being in pole position to sign him this summer. Now, along with the striker, another priority for Barcelona this summer is to reinforce the defense, and right now Barcelona are in advanced talks to sign a center back, but we have no idea who that center back is. Gerard Romero came out saying that talks are well advanced between Barcelona and another center back, not Christensen, of course, on whom the club have very good reports on. Barcelona are working in this operation in silence. Now again, reports are saying it's Lisandro Martinez. I think only Sport have come out saying that. No one else has reported anything else. All we know right now is that Alemany is looking for a center back. He's in talk with the center back and it's very well advanced. We have no idea who the name is. Again, Lisandro Martinez's name is the only one in the media right now. We'll have to wait and see. It's not Christensen, of course. He's already a done deal pending him signing a contract verbal agreement with Christensen. But this will be another center back, which also signals the end for Lenglet, Umtiti, and Mengueta as well, with two center backs coming in. Christensen, this unknown one. So we'll have to wait and see who it is. Right now, Martinez is the only name out there. It could be a surprise name. We'll have to wait and see. But Alemany is very close to signing another center back. Now, there are other attackers and defenders that we have also been linked with, and Gerard Romero has come out with the percentage of these players coming to Barcelona this summer. He came out saying the chance of arrivals for various players at Barcelona. Rafinha is at a 75% chance he will join Barcelona. Azpilicueta, 80% chance he joins Barcelona. And then he dropped the big bomb, Alex Grimaldo, 60% chance, and he will release some news in the next 24 hours. And also on Ousmane Dembele's renewal, he said there's a 60% chance that he will stay at Barcelona, but without the CVC, everything becomes complicated. So Barcelona right now, their priority of course is contract renewals, we will talk about later on in the video, and also agreeing and signing the CVC deal. With no CVC deal this summer, we are screwed. We cannot sign anyone, and we can't even barely, finalize the Frenkie and Christian operation as well. CBC is an absolute priority. But what are your thoughts on this? I think Rafinha is a bit too high. I think Azpilicueta makes sense. If he leaves Chelsea, he's coming to Barcelona. I'm very, very excited and also interested about Grimaldo, and very surprised about Ousmane Dembele as well. These are all, very, very likely situations. It's not like, oh, maybe yes, not 50%. 80%, 75%. These are very, very high percentages, of course, coming in from one of the best sources in Barcelona. We'll have to wait and see. Again, with Rafinha, I think it all depends on Dembele and Adama. Azpilicueta, again, if he leaves Chelsea. Grimaldo, we need a left back. I think he'd be the perfect one alongside Jose Guy, who of course will not be happening. And Dembele's renewal is very, very close as well. So we'll have to wait and see. But again, you don't forget that everything relies on the CVC operation. Now, the midfield for Barcelona this summer is not the priority whatsoever, especially after signing Frenkie a few months ago. But we have been linked with one of the best midfielders in the world who is a free agent, and that is Paul Pogba. This is coming in from the Telegraph in the UK. They've come out saying that Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Juventus are planning preliminary discussions with Paul Pogba at the end of the season. He will leave Manchester United as a free agent. Pogba will listen to all the offers before making a final decision. The midfielder stock. There is no chance that Pogba comes to Barcelona this summer. Absolutely no chance. Would I take him? I would. Funny story, back in 2016 when he went from Juventus to Manchester United, I believe, or 2017, I was dreaming about him, man. If you go look at my tweets back then when I was in high school, I was dreaming about Pogba, man. Every time on FIFA, I would sign him for Barcelona on career mode. I think he's a fantastic player. Over the past few years, he's been very, very inconsistent. Also picked up a few injuries as well. The question right now for Barcelona is you enter the race and not let Real Madrid sign him, because they're already going to get Rudiger and then Pogba on a free. It's going to be a ridiculous summer for them. Mbappe coming in as well. But I think what he's going to be asking for in wages, his agent Mino Raiola, it's not going to be possible. I think if there's a chance that could be possible, you can get him down to 200K a week and sign him maybe. But with his demands this summer, it is absolutely no chance he joins Barcelona this summer, especially with our already stocked midfield at the moment, and also Frenkie coming in. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly is Frenkie de Jong. Firstly, coming in from Candacer, they come out saying that Frenkie de Jong left the match against Rayo Vallecano very upset. He doesn't understand why he's always the first player to be subbed off. He has always said that he wants to stay at Barcelona, but if there is a problem with the club, he will study the situation in the summer. Also, Frenkie de Jong has always said that he wants to continue and stay at Barcelona, and he is also surprised that there's so much news coming out about his future, and of course he has gathered interest from the likes of Bayern Munich and PSG, but only wants to continue at Barcelona. And lastly, Mateu Alemany came out saying that Frenkie de Jong wants to stay at Barcelona and the club is delighted with him. He is a key piece. Nothing has changed. I think honestly it's disgusting that Frenkie is always linked away from Barcelona when the player wants to stay. Jordi Cruyff, Mateu Alemany, Joan Laporta, and Xavi come out in the media week in, week out saying that Frenkie de Jong will stay. He's an important player. I see some comments saying that, oh, just because they say that doesn't mean he's going to stay. They're not going to say, oh no, we want to sell him. Look, when Barcelona want to sell a player, when they talk in the media, they say, oh, he's a great player, but we'll have to wait and see. Oh, he's a great player, but anything can happen with the market. That's when you leave that door open. When they say, though, he's a key piece, he will stay, he's staying. Xavi said in the press conference, I think a month ago, saying that Frenkie de Jong is going to stay, and if he leaves, I will be very, very upset. And I'll say this again, the only way Frenkie will leave this summer is if an offer comes in of 100 million plus, maybe 90 as well. The club need money, they will study it, they will analyze it. Other than that, he will stay. I think 110 we really think Barcelona, accept it. 100, they'll probably think about it, talk with Frenkie. 90, maybe they'll negotiate with the player, with the team, sorry, that's offering that money, saying, oh, can you go a bit higher, all that sort of stuff. Until that offer comes in, Frenkie de Jong is staying, and I think it's disgusting that he's always rumored away from Barcelona. We'll have to wait and see, but at the moment, he will stay. The player wants to stay, the club wants to keep him, and only a big offer this summer will change the situation. Now, staying in the midfield, another player who's been rumored to leave Barcelona is a player out on loan, and that is Miralem Pjanic. Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Inter Milan are interested in Miralem Pjanic, and their CEO is the one who backs Pjanic's arrival the most at the Italian club. Pjanic will return from Besiktas at the end of the season, and Inter Milan are interested in signing him for next season. Pjanic is not in Xavi's plans, and Barcelona want to sell him. The player wants to return to Italy. No problem. Adios, amigo. Thanks for nothing. See you later, alligator. I would take 10 million for Pjanic. Honestly, I would. I think if Barcelona can get more than that, I would give them a round of applause, build Alemany statue outside the Camp Nou. But I think what we'll see probably is Pjanic terminate his contract and then join Inter Milan for free, or maybe a very, very small fee like we did with Arturo Vidal during the pandemic. Like, what was it, 2 million euros plus 1 million euros in variables, something ridiculous like that. We could see that, but of course the club do need money. He is on a long-term contract. I think his contract expires in 2025, maybe 2026, something ridiculous like that. So wait and see with Pjanic. Of course, not in Barcelona plans. He wants to leave as well, and there is a big club interested, and that is Inter Milan. So we'll have to wait and see what happens this summer. Now, a player currently on loan who will be loaned out again for next season is, of course, Antoine Griezmann. It's part of that big operation that happened last summer. Marca have come out saying that Antoine Griezmann will continue at Atletico Madrid next season. The Rojiblancos still have full confidence in him. Now, there were reports coming out saying that, oh, Griezmann has to go back to Barcelona, and then Atletico Madrid have to decide whether or not to take him back on loan again. It's not going to happen. Part of that agreement that we gave to Atletico Madrid, giving them a great player like that, saying that, look, you have to take him pretty much. The question is, when do you buy him, this summer or next summer? So in the end, Griezmann, of course, not in Barcelona's plans whatsoever. Wages are absolutely ridiculous, something that we can't even afford at the moment. We can't even register Christensen and Franck. Getting, 700k a week back would absolutely kill the club. He will go back on loan at Atletico Madrid, of course, and then they'll buy him next summer for around 40 million euros if he plays half their games that he's available for half the minutes. So some ridiculous stuff like that. He will stay. They will buy him in the end. Griezmann's Barcelona chapter is over. Now, similar with the new players coming in, we also have the percent of players who will leave Barcelona this summer. Again, coming in from Gerard Romero. He came out saying the chances of departures of certain players this summer. Umtiti will 100% leave the club this summer. On loan, Lenglet, 80% chance he leaves. Memphis Depay, 80% chance he leaves. Busquets, Piqué, Jordi Alba, Gavi, and Araujo, there is a 0% chance they will leave the club this summer. So of course, those players, the captains and the youngsters, 100%. Depay will be a big shock. I think what money will we get for him? 20, 30, 40. How will it happen? Where will he go? Who will we replace him with? Of course, Lenglet, absolute deadwood. We got to get him out soon. But Umtiti, man, Gerard Romero taking a big risk here. 100% he will leave on loan. Finally, I still have this feeling that Umtiti will still be here next season. He always managed to do so. He'll go cry to Laporta and stay again or something like that. But my God, if Umtiti's here next season, he needs to get an award for sticking around the amount of times he has. The amount of windows he's dodged is absolutely ridiculous. But again, most likely Umtiti, Lenglet, Mingueza in that category as well, and Memphis Depay will all leave Barcelona this summer. Let's now discuss some contract renewal updates around the first team at Barcelona. Firstly, an official announcement has come from the club over the past 24 hours, and that is Ronald Araujo has signed a new contract at Barcelona until June 2026 with the exclusive, of course, €1 billion release clause. Finally, of course, we agreed this contract renewal about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and now it is made official, and he will have a press conference this Friday to sign the contract and, of course, speak to the media alongside Joan Laporta. So keep your eyes on that. I will cover that on the channel, of course. Joan Laporta will be asked big questions about this summer, CVC, players coming in, and, of course, on the contract renewal of Araujo as well. Finally, we have knocked down another signing, of course. That's now Pedri, Ansu, and Araujo done. And now the focus will be, of course, on Roberto, Dembele, and also Pablo Gavi. The next contract renewal update is, of course, on the contract renewal of Pablo Gavi, who right now is the absolute priority in terms of contract renewals. This is coming in from Sport. They've come out saying that Gavi wants to stay at Barcelona, but he also, like Araujo, Araujo wants to feel valued with a good salary. The least of the salaries of Cressy and Christensen have not helped whatsoever, but Barcelona plan to offer Gavi a new contract next week. Of course, Mateu Alemany also came out saying this in yesterday's video. Next week will be the meeting between Barcelona and Gavi to finalize and of course seal his contract renewal. He's very important. Of course, Roberto's already agreed to extend his contract as well, and then all that's left is Ousmane Dembele. Romano still came out saying that look, Gavi's renewal is very advanced. One more meeting is needed to sit down, finalize the contract details and figures, all that sort of stuff. But from the Barcelona media, it's saying look, it's still not advanced. We still have to offer him another contract, sit down, negotiate still. So we'll have to wait and see. But no doubt Gavi's contract renewal right now is the absolute priority at Barcelona after they seal the contract renewal of Araujo. Now the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is to give you guys an update on Espai Barca. Of course, Espai Barca is the new stadium that Barcelona will have in June 2025, hopefully if everything goes well. First coming in from Rack 1, they came out saying that FC Barcelona and the Barcelona City Council will announce this week the agreement of the approval of certain working licenses for the Espai Barca project, and Barcelona will begin work by the end of this month. So already we're going to start kicking in on this Espai Barca. We got to get it done very soon. Of course, they will generate a lot of money for that new stadium. Of course, they invest a lot of money as well. With leave the Camp Nou for a season as well. A lot of things have to get started on this, and the club will get working on this by the end of this month. And also, Golo came out saying that Barcelona and Goldman Sachs have reached an agreement to start working on Espai Barca project at the end of the season. The club will receive an extra 90 million euros that expires in 2023 to invest this summer in Espai Barca before signing that big and exclusive 1.5 billion euro loan. And this extra loan coming in from Goldman Sachs can only be used on the Espai Barca project. In other words, this 90 million euros will not impact the salary limit, nor will they be decisive in order to register Andres Christensen or Franck Kessie. The two players have already signed for Barcelona next season. So Goldman Sachs have given Barcelona an extra 90 million euro loan right now to get starting on the work this summer, and of course that 1.5 billion euro loan will come in after that, and all that money cannot be used on signings. All this money must be used on Espai Barca, nothing more than that, and of course nothing less. I am very excited about this new stadium. It will take a lot of time, and of course really the Camp Nou for one season. I think we'll go to the Olympic Stadium in Barcelona, so a lot of work needs to be done, and this stadium, as you can see from that picture, will be absolutely stunning. But we do have another quick update as well, and that is on the home kit for next season. The Barcelona home kit in 2022-2023 is expected to be released at some point next month. Of course, this will be the home kit, 100% confirmed, with of course Spotify across. But we still don't have the sleeve sponsor quite yet. Of course, right now it's rumored to be Polkadot, the cryptocurrency company, but right now that's not finalized, and Barcelona have to get that done as soon as possible. But again, the home kit will be released at some point next month with a couple duo presentation, all that sort of stuff. I don't think we'll wear it on that Australia trip to Sydney. I don't think we'll wear that for that All-Star game. We'll wear the kit for this season, which of course has been confirmed. We'll go on tour for one game against the Australian League All-Stars for one game, and apparently Barcelona will travel right after that match back to Barcelona as well. That would be crazy, but nonetheless, home kit has been confirmed. Spotify is still looking for its lead sponsor, and Barcelona will soon to begin work on the Espai Barca project. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to know firstly about Lewandowski. Do you think Barcelona will end up signing him? And if you were in charge, would you sign Lewandowski this summer or not? Secondly, on this mystery center back that Alemany is trying to sign, who do you think it is? Lisandro Martinez, maybe someone else, I don't know, like a Pau Torres, Conde, something like that. Thirdly, on Frenkie de Jong, would you consider him an untouchable this summer, or is there a price that you would sell him at? And finally, your thoughts on Araujo finalizing his contract renewal and the future contract renewal of Pablo Gavi as well. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.